Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I am going to start with, I suppose the big picture is in order, weekly bar chart. We tested a couple of weeks ago this rising channel bottom at 132.19 all week long. There's also a horizontal structure at 127.03. Now, the daily chart we didn't test, but we came close, and I mentioned how the weekly chart is good enough for having tested it. Following a testing of this long-term support in the upper 120s, low 130s, we maintain and have since then a 2 to 3 week target at 154.79, a 1 to 2 month objective at 167.76, and over the next 2 to 3 months, the 184.13 formation in reach, that 1 year channel top. And so keep all that in mind. Those are big picture objectives. Certainly, if we were to close over the next week or so above 154.79, that would have a pull away factor to the upside, sort of don't look back, bullish continuation within 2 to 3 weeks to 167.76, so forth and so on. So we've maintained a 2 to 3 week target at 154.79, and this is actually consistent. I do want to jump to the triple Q for just a second and mention how we do this on a daily basis at wickedstocks.com. I think that this should be in your arsenal. Personally, if you're trading NVIDIA, a big part of the triple Q, you might want to have the triple Q also as sort of a backup. We had a buy signal that elicited on Tuesday in the triple Q, and we're getting a follow through. We're expecting a big move on this, and certainly that lends support to this entire notion that 154.79 in reach, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, the 168.79 formation over the next couple of months, and 184.13, that long-term channel top over the next 2 to 3 months. So, having the triple Q in your toolbox, so to speak, I think is a big positive. So let's go to the day itself, and I'm going to just sort of talk upside now. We gapped back above that 144.11 5/8 Fibonacci. We opened above it. It roughly held lows. I mean, we didn't take much heat. If you got long at 144.11 on the way down, you only took heat down to 143.67, the low of the day, and then we closed near the high of the day. So 144.11 is a secondary buy signal. We were anticipating this really as kind of a stair-step approach. We've got our settlement above 138.53 on Tuesday, expecting 144.11 today. And we actually, I'm saying Wednesday, we opened above that on Wednesday, and we're continuing higher. So the market is pulling away following the testing of that long-term support area on the weekly chart a couple of weeks ago at 132.19. And so talking upside, holding above 144.11. We'll keep 149.43 in reach today. I just have that as an intraday resistance level. It is, by the way, the all-time high settlement price on the daily chart. It's not the all-time high itself, but it can give the market trouble on the way up. And I will say, if we get another sort of gap above 149.43 today, Thursday, yes, 154.79 in reach possibly today. We've seen that kind of volatility before in this stock. I think the likelier outcome is, we close above 149.43 today, and tomorrow, Friday, Monday at the latest, we actually reach to this targeted 154.79 channel top. This is a 3-4 week channel structure. It is consistent with the double top that exists now in this market. It takes that double top out by a hair, and then we can back away. So I think this is a kind of a fabulous head fake possibility, but don't fall in love with that level as a short sale. I mean, it is a legitimate short sale, but just keep in mind, in terms of the bigger picture, having tested that 132.19 channel bottom, on the weekly chart, will keep its sister formation at 168.79 in reach over the next month or two. And if we close above that 154.79 level, 154.46 on the weekly chart, which we may see over the next week or two, then 168.79 is right around the corner 2 to 3 weeks later, where we can top out on a monthly basis. So careful short selling the 154.79 level. I'm not trying to dissuade you from it. All I'm saying is you can sell it all you want to. I'm good with that. Just keep a fairly tight stop, because if we close above this, we can see 167.76 pretty quickly. This could be a substantial vertical move because the entire technical trading community will have seen a buy signal above 154.79. The funny thing is I don't see a technical buy signal above that move high or that previous high of 152.89 from November. No, for me, it's above 154.79. That is the pull away factor. Vertical move then within a week or two to 167.76. You can sell 154.79, and from here we can fall away. And we'll just kind of see what the chart looks like at that time. There would be new downside Fibonacci's, new channel structures and such for us to evaluate. Let's take a look at the downside today. 144.11 can contain session weakness, but if we break or open below 144.11, it is possible to test 138.53. 138.53 is interesting. It is that 3/8 upside Fibonacci from the high that was put out a few weeks ago against that more recent low. And so we took that out on Tuesday. But now to the downside from yesterday's high against that low from about a week and a half ago, it is also a downside 50% retracement. So if we were to happen to test it today, it is a solid level to buy into because you've got two different Fibonacci's that correlate well there. We could place a good daily low. We might even bottom out there into early next week. But I will say that if we close below 138.53, that is a go short strategy for 3 to 5 days back into the low 130s. So closing below 138.53 does reverse short-term momentum only. The 127.04 to 130.66 region, then a likely 3 to 5 day target where we can once again bottom out not only through February, but even into the second quarter, possibly through the second quarter, and above which 154.46 a 2 to 3 week target, 168.79 a 1 to 2 month target, and 184.13 a 2 to 3 month objective. And as I've been saying, if we were to close, below the 127.03 formation, which is not going to happen this week, but could potentially over the next few weeks, then we see 103.92 as our next 3 to 5 week downside objective. But we tested support. This market is inclined for higher trade as we move into March. But if we close below 127.03, just the opposite. We reverse into the low 100 area, 103.92 likely within 3 to 5 weeks. I just want to remind you that on Tuesday, we put out a stock pick on Coterra Energy. We're always looking for good stock picks. We're always right on the edge of a big buy or sell signal. We don't present something to you that's not close to eliciting, and we give you the heads up and paint the picture, give you the exact conditions in which to act. We're always looking for at least 20% probable moves on those stock picks. So check us out at wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll be able to get the 2 stock picks every week that we put out. Daily triple Q analysis, which I show earlier here. Daily SPY, weekly Apple, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100. You get it all for free for 5 days. Check it out. I'll be back tomorrow with Friday's NVIDIA, and you have a fabulous evening.